Hey everybody, welcome back to Kingdoms Reborn. Now, a lot of things happened between episodes, and a lot of progress has been made as I wanted to advance the game a little bit further in between episodes as I normally would. So let me do a quick recap. I did an expansion up here. As for down here, I did place in another chocolatier, but I am not able to upgrade it yet. Let's grab those immigrants. Nothing good there. I guess the passion book, and right into the chocolatier it goes. Now, a comment was made that purchasing of flour for the procurement of pita might be better than growing all the wheat. It was something that I had already looked at, and as a result, I got rid of all of the farms, including the ones that were producing our medical herbs, and I switched our medical back to wood in order to kind of get medical back in a situation where it was good, seeing that people were using the herbs before they were producing the medicine. We're actually producing a good amount, and I did add it to the trade just to make sure that we're in a shape where our inventory isn't getting full. We finished cattle between episodes, which I picked up a few cattle, and I do plan on getting them down now, as that will really help the situation with milk. Trade's becoming a big issue, and I have been placing down more trade companies, but the procurement of the carts has not been the best. So I'm going to start with 4 cattle ranches. That will kind of be the starter for today's episode. And then the last part of the expansion is an expansion up here. Again, a couple of trade companies, our basic building block for our houses, and then our pita and our granary there. And that brings us to where we're at house-wise. So if we take a look at our population here, it looks like we're somewhere in the neighborhood of about 72 houses. And the goal is by the end of this episode is to have the 80 needed to get to the industrial age, and either be in the industrial age by the end of this episode or have it to where the next episode we're ready for the industrial age. I want the glassworks because I do want to be producing that luxury. I want colonization. I'm going to take colonization first since we have a lot of tech, and then switching over to the upgrade tree. I'm thinking card inventory to blueberries so we can get to pumpkins, the mosque, which I'm probably saying completely wrong, industrial adjacency, since we have a lot of things that are kind of near each other, and hopping back over to the tech tree now that we've got the card inventory too. Let's do glasswork work schedule for an investment, which should finish fairly soon here. Let's activate the blueberries, take the mosque, the glasswork, and I thought there was one other thing in there that I should have got, but apparently I didn't. Now, this is going to be one of those things where I'm not going to fast build it, as money is still an issue. But while I have the bricks, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade as many houses as possible. And let's get that mosque down. The first major thing, and it gives job happiness, and that's the big go-getter that I want. So we'll go right under the mountains. I think that's a good place for like a sultan's kind of thing. Well, this is a religious thing. At least I believe it is. So right under the mountain still seems like a good idea. So right there looks good. Now, tequila, it looks like we're short on agave, and we picked up blueberries. So I did a little bit of pre-work here, getting our reservoir up and going. So farms are what's going here. And I know you guys are going to be like, you got rid of all those farms just to add them back in, but these are going to be for blueberries so we can get to pumpkins, as well as trading up bringing in the agave, because it's so good. There are some things that are worth growing that are not worth trading. So spice being one of them. Spice is actually worth a good deal of money that you don't want to trade spice. You want to be able to grow it and sell it, versus wheat is so cheap that you just don't want to produce it if you don't need to. Let's do blueberries in 6 of these, and then we'll do the agave in the remaining 2, and a little bit of quick build magic, and these farms are ready to go for the next year now. And so I think we're gonna have to grab out a couple of granaries here. We got a couple left. Ooh, I want to go through those cards real quick. Drop down the granaries first, and this will get 4 of them, so we'll throw 1 there, and come on, regenerate. There we go. And 1 there, we'll grab these. It's quick build. Money's finally coming in. That could be to do a trade, or it could be to do with the fact that we're getting a lot more people. And taking a quick look at the cards, trade company and Taylor. Ooh, a theater would be good for our new district up here. Coal burner, yes please, and a library. I need at least one more district, so a library and a school has to be a thing. And another tavern, yes. And anything in there that I think is worthwhile. We could get another mosque, but I don't think that it's hugely important. And what we could do is when we get our new town, we could build it over there. Let's go ahead and take the reroll, as I don't think that we're quite ready for it. Coffee would be good. It was below freezing again this morning, so coffee would be absolutely amazing. And let's do theater up here. How does food look? So 36,000 food. We're somewhere around 440 people worth of food. So it's high time to get some of the PETA up and going. Build those and the granary. That should give us a little bit better. I do need some hauling for these, and I want the trade companies down. So in the past, I've shunned away from the trade, and I did a Savannah playthrough where I did pigs, and I shunned away from the whole trade idea, but I think that it actually jives well with the whole play style of the Emirates, so I'm okay with it. We are in the middle of winter, but we're at 99 labors. We're coming up on 425 people. We need 50. That's the minimum is 50. We should be closer to 90. Let's actually go with 60 for right now. And as long as spring hits and we're still at 60, I think that we're going to be golden. But I know we're going to lose some to farms, and apparently I missed a couple of wheat farms. So let's drop those out of there. And I have a house that just downgraded, but that might have downgraded because we weren't buying milk anymore for our chocolatiers, which was causing some issues. Let's go ahead and close that out. We'll probably hold out on any additional tech for the rest of the episode. So up here, this I want to be an industrial district. What I was thinking is we start with coal and we just kind of go right here. Probably have to adjust this road in a little bit, but that's okay. And we'll throw coal, 4 coal production there. I want another batch of 4 coal with the other district there. Let's quick build this. This way we can try to get away from buying as much coal. Turning the wood into coal is going to be way better than actually purchasing it. So what are we at right now? We're burning 2,000 coal per year at 7.5 a unit. So 15,000 worth of coal that and by upgrading this to as far as we can, this is 8 coal producing 50. I think that's a pretty good trade-off, seeing that wood itself is cheaper than coal. And this is the route we're going to do to try to eliminate some of our trade to allow us to trade out other things. As people are stabilizing and our actual buildings are getting better, we're going to need some cards for them. For food for over here, because we're going to want food being produced. Probably high time to take immigrants, the motivation, and build the PETA right here. So let's get those built and activate them. And just like the other ones, I do want them both to be fire burned. If I get a bricks works this episode, we're gonna have to put down a brickwork. One more tailor, I think will be solid. We're producing 240. We're actually consuming more than we're producing, so that has to be a now thing. I was thinking that we had a little bit of time for it, but apparently that is not the case. And there was a spot like right here. Yeah. What is this? A tavern? I can modify that by having some bushes there. So I'm going to go ahead and throw, yeah, let's try to keep it as far back as I can. And then we'll do a stone road just to fill in the area. And then I'll do some shrubbery around it. Hopefully this gets the appeal up high enough that it's not killing the appeal of the houses. 120% appeal still here is plenty fine, and service quality of 109. So we're good there. So both of those are good. Let's quick build that. And we do want to set this over to wool. Buffing up the budget. We need to do some iron, and I think I'm trading for paper, which is why I think it's holding. I did shut off the scholar just because I didn't care for the production books. We'll be able to try to take care of that soon here. Let's do a load of iron and speed boost that just to bring it in. Then I've got to come back and upgrade this. And how did I miss those couple of stone paths there? I like that there's mannequins out in front there. Let's do the weaving recipes. And what did I do in the other one? Sustainability books. I don't think that sustainability books are needed anymore as much as we just need to go for sheer production at this point in time. And a motivation book itself, let's bring it to the current age. A motivation book brings it to 38 from 33. I'm really curious as to what we're going to get when we get into the industrial age. And for right now, I'm just going to leave that. And it looks like we're starting to be okay on milk. Our chocolatier should be going fairly regularly. Now, I just spent all my iron again. Let's take a swing through the cards and see if we can pick up another tailor, a hauling service, a brick, since I talked about that already. Cattle, yes, please. Another bakery, medicine. Okay, well, let's do another medicine maker. Another immigration office, maybe? No, we're getting close to our housing cap there, so immigration's good. Another tavern, another trade, and the iron smelter. There we go. Now, to rearrange everything. PETA can go up above. I don't think I have another medicine maker, and the answer is no. And I do have another tailor, so we might add another tailor pretty quick here. So grab that iron smelter and the trade company. They're the next things on the to-do list. The iron smelter can go right here. The trade company can go right next to our immigration offices. Let's shut off the immigration offices for the foreseeable future since we're getting close to our limit there. We're actually fairly out of whack of our children to adults, so we're gonna have like a weird period where we don't have laborers and then it's gonna catch up, and you can see it right here with the market not having anybody in it. So we're gonna have to let the ratio of kids to adults get back in whack before we do too much more building. Let's build that trade company and bring it into the industrial age there. Not the industrial age, but bring it into the enlightened age. Taking a look at the coal, we haven't produced any, and that could be with the hauling issue. Let's drop down the hauling service there and get it built. Upgrading the work slots should get us to where we're moving things. I don't think it's an issue with wood as we have 800, so it's probably just an issue of getting it moved around. A warehouse here for all the coal to go in might be good, and what we'll do is a couple warehouses down here as well. So let's build those. Let's build the iron smelter. Now, bricks. We have a decent number of bricks for the moment, so apparently won't upgrade both of those. This is basically 9 iron and 9 coal in order to get 27 metal. And we just had immigrants join from one of our neighbors. Yes, I love seeing that. So we're at 507 people now, which means that we don't need to be worrying about any people for a little bit, but we are going to have to worry about, well, we're going to have to worry about houses, but I want to let the kids get adjusted. Now for iron, I was thinking about a mine, and then I was thinking about between episodes instead. We take one of our resource outposts and drop them in here, and at 104 per round, in theory, that should get us about 800 per year. And that's better than putting in a mine, which may only pull in 200 per year. And I believe I picked up a quarry, and the answer is I did. So the quarry itself, I'm gonna throw right here with a road this way, then a storage right adjacent to it so they only have to walk across the road to kind of get there. Bring it up to the enlightened age and buff up the budget. Gets us to 32 per batch, and it is employed. So I probably just need a couple of books to really push this, but this will get us away from buying stone. Taking a look at our food, it does look like we dropped down a little bit, but we're still positive. That means I probably just need to throw in a few more bakeries. Let's upgrade that, and I'm just gonna take a swing through real quick and make sure all of them are upgraded. All right, so I had to put in an order for some more brick because if few of the bakeries are not upgraded. In particularly, the ones over here need the improved oven. Let's take a look at these cards real quick, and we'll pick up the immigration card as houses are upgrading. We're at 74 level 7 houses. We're almost there, guys. Let's get the coal burner and granary. That would be amazing. I don't think we need another chocolatier. I think that chocolate is in decent shape, so we'll probably hold out for now. I want to get carpet weaving, and we have to trade for the dyes as there is no dyes on the actual map, and this looks good. Let's take the reroll, and that looks good. Let's move around everything in our carts to kind of get everything resituated. The carpet, I don't want to do that this episode. That will be a next episode type of thing. Let's do, since we're at our limit, let's pull out the market, library, tavern, and we'll throw the other tavern back up there. And we'll take a look at an area over here. Let's grab those immigrants and we'll pick up the territories right here. I do want to do an expansion, a pocket up here, but I'm thinking that a pocket right here is the first. Ooh, that motivation is pretty. And can't help but noticing the smiles. At 107% happiness, the smiles are expected. Let's bring a road across this way and a road this way. And then what we'll do is we'll connect it this way. That looks good. Probably should delete off that little nub for the moment. I was trying not to build another city district. Well, you guys have seen enough of this. And maybe building one in an episode's okay. And we'll just go something like this and something like this over this way. It doesn't quite match up with this road. I probably should have matched it up with the road, but that's okay. What are we thinking for houses? Another 8 houses would get us over into the industrial age. So a quick little 4 houses, and then we'll just quick build all of those, and we hopefully will be GG off to the races for the industrial age. So probably by year 68, which means maybe not this episode, but definitely the start of the next episode, we'll be in the industrial age. Now, stone is not in good shape and brick is not in good shape. So brick itself, let's do the ovens. Grab out one of the motivation books. I thought I had another one in there, but one's fine. Throw the motivation in there. Brings us to 259 with a motivation book. That means with 2 motivation books and the industrial age, we're probably going to be well over 300. Let's grab the immigration to get us a little closer. We're 530 people of 550. Probably need to place a few more bakeries over here, a granary. Let's grab that school. And I don't think there's anything else worthwhile in there. I probably could have. Yeah, let's do 2 granaries and 4 bakeries. And we're just going to do the bakeries on the end like I've been doing. And we'll do 2 and 2, something like that. Let's throw a bit of lag there. Let's do a granary there. The PETA there. It's a weird bug. I kind of get, because I understand the Unity engine a little bit. I kind of get what's causing the momentary lapse where it's like that card's not there. And I definitely get what's going on with the whole chugging of the Unity engine. This is a big problem with the Unity engine, and I've been watching the Discord, and a lot of people are complaining about the chugging. We're on episode 11. By episode 14, we're probably going to go ahead and call the series, and then we're going to move on to Settlement Survival, with probably RimWorld or Kenshi being like a weekend thing, as the episodes are going to take a little bit more love to kind of get going. Let's switch these over to wood-fired and upgrade the budget of all of them. And then probably now that these are up and going, it's going to be a little bit of time to let everything settle. And then I've got a little bit of filling in of the area right here with all of the decor. So this is probably a good spot to call this episode. You know, we've done a fair amount of expanding, and so I think this is a really good spot. I'd like to thank you guys for joining in. For everybody who's joined over the last few months, as I've reached 500 subscribers, I'd like to give everybody a huge shout out. Thank you for joining in, sticking with me as I've been working on my mic and trying to fix some of the issues there, and the great comments that I've got. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you. We'll see you in the next one.